T, yes, Ramon SEO. To the double T, be funneling these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning scheme is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.
And a pleasant good morning to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott. Welcome to the Morning Steam for Thursday, golf day, July the 11th. I'm here. I'm on the air. I'm getting ready for our big sports betting day, Major League Baseball and one in the WNBA, and we'll talk about some other things. Good morning and welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me here for the program. I'll be here by myself today. Bo is, I think we agreed that Bo's going to be here as often as he can. He's got a life unlike me, and I'll be here with you every day. But Bo just taking care of some things. We only arranged it over the weekend to start joining up together and see if we could get something going. And I've really enjoyed my time this week with Bo, but I'll be here with you today, just you and me. So get ready for a long show. With Bo, we try to be, convenient for Bo. We try to make it not as much time, but with you and me, we're going to probably draw it out and talk about some things, what happened with you guys yesterday in sports and sports betting. I don't know if you look at it, obviously the big story comes to us from soccer yesterday with our big finals, semifinal games yesterday in the Euro Championships, of course, and in Copa America. The rest of the world don't even know what's going on hardly here in the United States, but we've had a great time with the Copa here. And other soccer news, of course, yesterday the United States decided to part ways with their coach, Greg Berhalter, when he was with the team, coming back to the team to coach the team. Remember, Berhalter really led this organization to some really, peak level for this team, if you will. Remember, Berhalter had 37 and 11, I think, 37, 11 and a dozen ties or so before being rehired, just 7, 6 and 1 when he was rehired. So, I think we demand more, but, the talent just isn't there. I mean, these guys aren't doing anything. Look at what some of these other teams are doing. On the world stage, it's different. England with the awesome win yesterday. Ollie Watkins said it was planned. Good. I'm glad. I hope it was. Great job, England. Shocking with that late goal, the 90th minute, 91st minute. And England pulls off, not a shocker necessarily, but considering the way it happened, did seem like a real stunner there. Harry Kane got the goal there early as well. And it'll be the Three Lions against Spain on Sunday. Spain about $1.50 to win Euro. And seems like a pretty good price. I'm not going to be on England, that's for sure, on Sunday. I might want to root for them. I was placing our heart maybe for England, but Spain feels awesome. So also Colombia with their win. Yeah, we were feeling good with Colombia, certainly. 24 fouls and Luis Suarez, classless. I mean, this guy is a joke, quite frankly. I mean, his behavior led to the pushing after the game. Probably even made the fight in the stands get a little more rambunctious. Can't blame it all on Suarez, but Uruguay pretty poor sportsmanship, I thought there. I mean, 24 fouls. I mean, red cards, 7 yellows. I get it. Both teams are, it's intense with those two, I'm sure. But Colombia feels like the much better side than Uruguay. Quite frankly, they've got a lot to work on. But they'll face Argentina as an underdog, but not a huge underdog. But Argentina favored at -0.5, but at plus money in the game. I think they're 125 or so on the three-way. So I'll probably find a way to Colombia in that one actually on Sunday in our World Soccer Finals. So, who will be the next coach of Team USA? I guess that's the big question. Certainly, right now, you'd have to think that Jurgen Klopp. I'm not interested, quite frankly, in Klopp to come to the United States necessarily. Sharon Dolo is a consideration. Also, don't forget about Team Canada coach Marsh has to be considered. I mean, Canada right now, certainly with their program, strong maybe as they've been, played pretty decently yesterday in that uh, game. So, or 2 days ago anyway, the Argentina game. And for me, I would, man, tough. I guess I'm just, and maybe I'm not the biggest soccer expert, but maybe the coach of the Philadelphia Union could be the next man. It feels like to me that might be the direction that the United States men's national team might go. Could it be a curtain call for Team USA with Jim Curtin, the coach of the uh, 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 Philadelphia Union? The one thing about that program at Philadelphia, right? They seem to uh, grow their talent, kind of like what Team USA need. You need these young players to come up and kind of be, potential stars a little bit. We don't need the Freddie Adu's like a buddy of mine was talking about yesterday. And you talk about some of the great, the young Spanish star and whatnot, and all the athletes we have in this country. I mean, that's a bigger issue, but we need someone who can coach on the international stage. We'll see about that one. Golf underway here, well underway at the Scottish Open right now today, and play well underway over in Scotland. Lee Hao Tong was one of the hot golfers here, as well as Max Kiefer, both 6 under. Corey Connors in a group at 5 under. Also, Davis Thompson at 5 under. Could he do it? Davis Thompson, hey, he's the hottest player in the world, I guess, right now, coming off the performance last week. Also underway on the local event. I kind of touched on it yesterday, did a little more research about the tournament, talking about the PGA Tour event. I mentioned because of the Scottish Open going, that the PGA Tour had a secondary, not a secondary tournament. I mean, it is the main tournament here this week, in the United States. But again, everyone over there at the Scottish Open. So you're over here with the PGA Tour event with the smaller group, if you will, of golfers. But like I said, what it turned out to be, you've got basically a tour amateur in University of Florida star Luke Clanton. Even I think I said he was Florida State yesterday. Apologies to the Gators. And Luke Clanton is the favorite, an amateur favored to win this week's PGA Tour event. They are underway there. Lanto Griffin is already blistering it here at 6 under right now. Also, a couple guys up there, including I think Adam Long at this point. Aaron Battley's up there, but again, the second class of tournament compared to the Scottish Open here today. Also, news out of Team USA as we get ready for the Olympics. Kawhi Leonard, my buddy, kicked off the team basically for his physical health. Look, I kind of described it as Leonard removing himself from the team, but Team USA said they made a joint decision. To me, that says everything. Team USA said, Kawhi, you're not healthy. You are going to have to be off this team right now. And, we know that Leonard's got bigger issues and trying to join this team. And a lot of people questioning why he was even considered. You're going to give him a chance. I mean, if you qualified and you're one of the best players in the world, but if you can't pass a physical, that's going to preempt you from uh, taking place there. So he's replaced by Derek White. It sounds like a pretty good replacement, if you ask me. Now, United States yesterday against Canada, poor start. They were down 10-1 to Canada as 12.5-point favorites. When I was with Bo yesterday, I said, what do you think the spread would be, Bo? 18? 28? Well, Canada's got a pretty decent team, obviously, with SGA, with Wiggins, and a pretty good team. So USA still covered the spread, though. So if anything, they got the money, they got the number. It was 12.5, and they got a win in and under. I thought it would be a higher scoring game. US did actually turn up that D a little bit when they needed to. So that was kind of impressive. But yesterday, Team USA with the win there. A little bit of gambling news. Of course, Jonte Porter pleaded guilty in that FBI investigation into the Porter and the four gamblers who made about $1 million of betting profits before the incident that kind of exposed everything. So we got you, man. We got you. You're not going to get over on us, and legalization is the way to go. Hey, how about the Lakers? Great performance in the LA Summer League. So in the Sacramento, California Classic Summer League, 0-3. Impressive. Now, at least Dalton Connect finally got off there with 20 points yesterday. But how about Keshad Johnson, my man, coming through 21 points for the Heat? Keshad Johnson could be an NBA player. Bronny James made a basket, did play 30 minutes, good sign there, but not effective necessarily on the offensive. And NBA new rights deal, we talked about it weeks ago because we're on top of those things here. And that $76 billion deal, you're going to get NBA Finals still, ABC rights there with ESPN, and but we'll see now more basketball on NBC and Amazon Prime. Hopefully my $14 a month or whatever I pay now covers that. All right, let's get over to the chat, see what caught your guys' eye. I'm watching tennis right now here at Wimbledon, women's semifinals. It's Thursday here, and man, Donna Vekic really putting it on. Jasmine Paolini, the Italian, Vekic, the Serbian star here, unseeded coming in and an underdog in this match here, but right now doing a great job. And really, Paolini, for whatever reason, I don't know, I was kind of prepping for the show, keeping an eye on it. Maybe just too aggressive almost for Paolini, but she is maybe trying to battle here in the second set, 1-1 right now. But first set was 6-2 in favor of Donna Vekic. And the next match coming up, Krejcikova and Rybakina. Rybakina, pretty big favorite, 550. I don't know what my line had it at 500, so I guess I got to try to find my way over to the underdog. Maybe I can grab 4.5 games and try to stay in there. But minus 550 the line in the other. Let me say hello to my friends here today. Be just me today. And we'll also have other guests. We'll have I understand we're going to have some of our other cappers, and, Bo, he's got, things going. He's got a family and a life, and I'm just here. So we'll have some of the other cappers join us as co-hosts throughout. But just you and me here today. So who is here? Say hello to Jeff Schramm here starting us off. Good morning to Jeff. And Thomas is here today as well. Thank you, Thomas. Good morning. Stephen Downey here as well. Jermaine Connolly. Great to see him here bright and early. Might be feeling like a member, like a big-time member of Team Steam. And Fernando here in this one. And here's Jermaine. So we're kind of continuing that conversation yesterday, right? DK closed Yankees at plus 100 on the money line and plus 164 on the run line. That makes sense to me, Jermaine, because on the run line, you have to win by 2 runs. So I hope I'm getting clear here with you. Great to see you here. And Ron Hahn. He likes 3 Lions to win it all. Ron Hahn and I are going against each other. I'll take Spain in that one. All right, let's see here. What else? Who else? And Fernando talking about the incident in the stands with Colombia and Uruguay, and really look. You can make some jokes, you can make some immigrant jokes, whatever you want to do, but it's a bad look for the United States, quite frankly, because the security wasn't around in that one to kind of stop it. Now it was. Look, we've seen some. I don't know if you watch. I even subscribe to like channels on X that send just fan fights. I guess I'm kind of probably not the best guy. Here's Gerardo. Good morning. Trey Berry. Trey Berry. Hello. Nice to see you. Thank you. And Juice is here. He's talking about Bronny. I think he made a basket. Joseph Alvarado. Good morning. Hello. Justin McKelvey here today as well. And I think I'm all caught up already with the comments, other than also, hello, Kwame Adobe. Hey, nice to have Kwame. Bob McCormick here. Bob, I hope that's okay I say Bob. It just feels right. Feels right. Feels like that. I mean, you type in Robert McCormick, so I'm sure you want to be called Robert. Usually, sir, it's because I'm going fast. I just want to say it 3 letters faster. So apologies if that's not cool. Robert. But I do appreciate you very much for great contributions. I'm not getting it, Jermaine. I got some, I guess I'm just getting a little foggy in my old age, Jermaine. You guys can continue to help me out here with my man. Is not favored on the money line, but favored on the run line. Yeah, that happens, right? Because you could be okay, I'll try to figure it out. And Ty Clinton here today. Thanks. Oh, great, Robert. Great, Robert McCormick. All right, we'll go over to Tony'sPicks.com. I'm all caught up here with you guys here today, and we'll preview our games in Major League Baseball. Not a full card, and the other thing here, let me see here. Oh, okay, just had to update something here on Tony'sPicks.com. Before we bring it up and take a look at who's doing well over at the website. Hello to Nana Muscle. Nana, makes me want to go out and work on my physique a little bit. Glad Nana stopped the torso shot there. Looking good though, Nana. And man, maybe Ramon needs to get a little work going. Ty, prayers to you guys. Hope everything's going well there in Houston as they get over the hurricane. But man, you know what? I know this about those folks. They've done it before, and it's serious. We want to think of everybody there, but they know what they're doing in Houston. They've been through this before, and okay, Jermaine, thank you. Hey, let's go over to Tony'sPicks.com and take a look at the handicapper leaders for yesterday and see who did well. I couldn't get going. I couldn't get it going yesterday. Hope subscribers out there won that NBA play. I got the worst of the line by far, but I think because of the final score, my players might have gotten the win if they played within the last, as I could tell there, within the last 90 minutes of the game, maybe even a little bit longer there with that game yesterday in the Summer League with Miami and the Lakers. Yesterday with Miami getting that win. The line went all the way down to 2.5 at game time. They won by 4. I think a lot of people may even got 3.5 or lower, but I got the worst of the line. But no problem. I just want again. I lost it, but Lakers lost that one. They were getting 4.5 when I put the pick in. So not clicking necessarily in Summer League just yet, but I feel like that might be a turning point, right? Players got the win. I was right behind them. CJ Sturgeon, look, not a busy day yesterday, obviously on the site here with the winning, but maybe kind of what you guys were talking about. Here's CJ Sturgeon, 67%. Brandon Check. I think we're going to get Brandon. He's got videos up today at Tony'sPicks.com. We may get him here on the morning steam, I understand. So, Brandon, if you're out there, shout out. You're doing a great job since returning to the site. Looks like you're fully on board here. Daniel Woloschuk wins his only play. Ruben Marlboro, come to Marlboro country. You'd be 2-1 yesterday, and doubles on the leaderboard, 3-2. Let's look for the last 7 days. The Tony's Picks VIP account, 11 2/3 units of profit. There's Brandon Check up 6 1/4 units. Pearl of Wisdom, Stephen Duncan, 5 1/3 units. CJ Sturgeon, 3.5 units. And Sean Dinwiddie up nearly 3 units of profit. Brandon Check's up, crushing it really since returning to the site here, up 23 2/3 units over the last 30 days. Ben Ruhala up 660. Ron Crawford, author of the spreadsheet play of the day, up 6 1/3 units. Danny Dimes, 5 3/4 units. Joseph Schultz up there, 4.5 units. You can click on the All Cappers tab, find the handicapper of your choice, and that's how you get signed up. Click on their handicapper profile page, and there you'll see their premium pick packages. You got Tony here, of course. He has a 3-pack today, and his best bet over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right. Thanks for listening to that as we get ready here on the show. We preview Major League Baseball with day games today here on Thursday. We'll talk about these. Let me get my picks, my sheet here ready, and get on over back to my graphic controls here. There we go. And get on over, unless there's any questions or comments. I want to talk Major League Baseball with you here for today. Off of yesterday's card, of course, we did have some premium pick winners, certainly yesterday. A couple of them here on the site, but a couple of bad runs too. Let's see here. Premium pick winner yesterday, Cleveland Guardians, Detroit Tigers game to go over. We got home on that one. Let's roll with our plays here today. There we go. I got it now. There it is. Rockies and, it was already on there. Thank you, guys. Rockies and the Reds will kick us off in daytime action from Cincinnati here with Austin Gomber going up against Hunter Green. For Gomber, he's got a ERA of 4.91 in his last 3 starts. The Rockies are 7-10 with Gomber on the mound this season. They have gone under in 10 of Gomber's last 15 starts. The Rockies have dropped 3 of their last 4 games. They've gone under in 6 of their last 9. For Hunter Green, 2.86 ERA in his last 4 starts, but no wins to show for it, a couple of losses. The Reds are just 5-13 with Green on the mound. He's gone under in 6 of his last 7 starts here. Reds, kind of treading water here of late over the last week or two, a little bit above 500, I believe. I want to say hello to Howard as well. And Nate here today. Hi, Nate. Nice to have you. Duda Game Time is here. Great to have Duda. And here comes some of the plays. It's going to start off with the over here for Thomas Lewis. Thomas is going with a total on the first one, and he's going with an over. A spoiler alert, Ramon has more overs on the show today than unders. I wonder if that's going to be a problem for anybody. Jermaine needs an AI program to beat the. Well, you know what? I'm your AI, I hope. Maybe I'm hoping the books go to AI. I think the humans will win out in the long run. Here's Frankie. He wants the Rockies on the run line. Fernando's got the over 4.5 in the first 5 in this one. Not a lot of this one, a little bit tough maybe for you guys. And you guys are just getting rolling, and maybe because I'm here by myself, we got to the picks a little bit quick here today. I'm going to roll with the Colorado Rockies in this one on the run line for me. I think here's the way that I was going to look here. $1.95 with the Reds. I'm not interested in that right now, and I'm going to take the Rockies here on the run line. Let me see what it is, actually. Might even be just about a pick 'em or so, it feels like. Minus $1.15 for that Rockies run line. I'll sprinkle the money line here. I'm not too impressed with the Reds, but Justin is. He says he likes the Reds here. Minus 1.5. AUD here today. Let's get it. All right. I'll give you guys another second or two. Let's see here. Rockies team total here, maybe for Jermaine. Williams here today says the Reds will get it done. They better get it done as a $2 favorite. It's just a matter of can they cover this game spread today. The pick'em price is closer to it. Green, a 3.45 ERA this season. Hello to Elliot Jameson here today. He says sees the Rockies at plus 168 right now. Maybe I should go over the odds. Make sure that I'm not a little stale on this one because the total here, which I have listed at 9 under 15, has moved a tick. Seeing some 8.5 overs right now at a few spots, including Circa Sports, maybe the sharpest. I think it's Tony likes maybe one of the sharpest land-based books anyway in the U.S. So Rockies and Reds here. I'm going to take the Rockies on the run line today against the Reds. Okay, next up, the Nationals will take on the Mets with Mackenzie Gore on the mound here, going up against David Peterson in this one for the Nats here. Mackenzie Gore got his own bobblehead, but man, they might want to postpone it. It's embarrassing to have a bobblehead night when you're in. I know it's not tonight because you guys told me when it was, but I forget by now. They might cancel it. 7.11 ERA in his last 4 starts. Nationals have gone over in 7 of Gore's last 8 starts. He does not have a win in any of those recent 4 starts that I mentioned. The Nationals have dropped 15 of their last 22 games overall. They have gone over in 12 of their last 19 games. For Peterson, 3 starts, a 3 ERA, no wins to show for it, but the Mets win with Peterson right now. They've won 6 of his 7 starts this season. He's gone over in 4 of his last 5 starts. The Mets have won 4 of their last 5 and gone over in 14 of their last 28 ball games. Nationals, Mets here today. What do you have? This one opened here 8.5, 9-ish right now. 8.5 over pretty much everywhere. I'm seeing DraftKings though at 9 under. Your plays, Nationals and Mets here with Gore going up against Peterson, a couple left-handers here on getaway day. And we'll start with William on the Nationals and Elliott. Nationals here, run line. Nationals plus 16 run line. That can't, we kind of dealing with, or no, okay. Maybe Elliott's going Nationals plus 116 and the run line, maybe. Frankie here with the over. And I think I might be against Frankie. Let me look at the market here. My initial play is going to be on the under, I believe, and I'll probably be sticking here with that. Let me just look at the plays of the crew. Here's Duda with Mets. And Justin says Mets team total over is his top play of the day. And, Justin and I hang out in all these different gambling shows, and they all got these crazy sports money. You out there? They all got these crazy nicknames for their play of the day. And I'm like, I still never have had one in all these years here. And maybe I'll just have the no-name, nondescript play of the day will be my play of the day. But that doesn't have a lot of excitement to it. Thomas says, give me the Mets on the money line. Here's Elliott. Mets here. I don't know if that's a play or if he's reciting the line in this one. Maybe it has gone down here. $1.35 bet online, $1.42 I'm seeing here. So maybe a move here to the Mets a little bit. Does feel like the Mets are going to be pretty popular today, but Man, I'm going to end up going with the under here at. I'll grade it out at an 8.5 over 15. That sounds fine, but I think there's some 9 unders out there if you want to juice it up a little bit. Speaking of juice, juice is on the Mets. That's a great name actually for, and maybe not. You wonder if Juice said, "Hey, my sports betting Twitter name is going to be Juice." Of course, Juice could be anything, but I mean, Juice. Come on, that's a sports term too. Justin's got his prop on Lindor over. Leroy's here today. Leroy says, "Give me the Rockies on the money line plus 160." You guys are confusing me all of a sudden. I know the Rockies are plus 168 on the money line, but I'm taking the run line at minus $1.15. All right, Elliot here. Oh my gosh, now he's got 8. I'm going crazy. Am I going crazy? Is my okay? Kwame. Big Mets money line, $1.35. It's a lock. Maybe Fernando's leaning under here in this one. And under first 5, possibly for him. Bob says, how about Mets first 5 on the run line? Peterson is 5-1 and 5-1-1 for Peterson in the first 5. Also, take note, Peterson is perfect in his nerfies this year. He hasn't allowed a run in the first inning at all. While Mackenzie Gore, despite all these struggles, he's 2 for 18. If you combine these guys together, that's 2 for 25 nerfy stats. This seems like the nerfy. If I were nerfying it up, all right, here. Maybe that's my play, but I try to stick to what we offer as products here on Tony'sPicks.com. Stop Geo's here today. Hello. And Jermaine says something. Jermaine's got umpire stats here. He says these games need to see the ump. I'm attacking a total. I don't know what that means, but I do keep some. I don't share with the umpire statistics too often. I don't know if it's something. A lot of people are skeptical on umpire statistics. There are some extremes. Today there weren't really any. I mean, if I was a real extreme, I mean, my best umpire stats today, I didn't really have anything. I rarely ever the umpire in Cleveland, Detroit. He's 0-4 to the under. 4 games, 4 unders. All I saw in this one was that Fairchild's behind the plate. Fairchild, he's pretty interesting with road dogs, though. All right. Thomas is going to the nerfy after I gave him the 2 for 25. Again, Gora's struggling, but his numbers are good. And then Stop Geo says, are you on the fills today? We're going to find out. All right. Oh, Duda's got that stat. Great. Okay, great. What is it? Road underdogs, $1. Okay. Nice. Duda, bring the heat with us, Duda. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Next up, Guardians and Tigers. Here, is this right? Is this a pitching matchup? Did I type it in correctly with Howard here? He's on the right. I had to take a double take with Spencer Howard on the mound. We know he was traded to the Guardians here, and he'll get the start here in this one with Flaherty going for Detroit. Detroit about $1.30 and 8 over 20 in this one. We had our own designated umpire stats guy. It'd be one more additional statistic to offer everyone in Team Steam. But I'm not going to, make you go out of your way to do it. All right, let me talk about it here in this one with the Guardians and the Tigers. So with Spencer Howard, we know he's an opener for the Giants. He's going to be an opener, I guess, for the Guardians here as well. The Guardians right now, they've gone over in 9 of their last 12 games coming into this one. For Flaherty, good numbers here of late. Last 5 starts, 27 innings, a 4-1 record, and a 1.98 earned run average of late for Flaherty. Detroit just 8-7 with Flaherty. but they've won 5 of their last 6 games right now. They've also gone over in 8 of their last 11. Let's take a look at what you guys have in the comments with the Guardians here going up against the Tigers. And in this one, Duda says, there it is. That's the one I saw, that the ump was 0-4 to the under. And it really didn't interest me too much because this was a premium pick winner, as I said yesterday. Had to work on, got off to a flying start with these two actually yesterday. But took a while to get there on that over. Here's Juice. He likes the Tigers in the first 5. Flaherty's record in the first 5, 7, 5, and 3. Thomas is worried about his Guardians here, but you know what, Thomas? I think at least the very strong start has the Guardians in good position. I know things are a little hot right now, but I think it's going to be good times for the Guardians. They'll be the underrated team. We're on them, right, Thomas? We've got that Guardians bet in on the World Series. The only 2 futures I've got, the Phillies and the Guardians. So I know that, I know when we talked about it on the, few weeks ago when there was a slow day like this, we talked about the futures, about how, yes, the Orioles are pretty awesome. Maybe the Yankees aren't all quite complete like we need them to be at the price offered. So, to me, the Guardians with the great bullpen, just right up there with the Yankees, sure. All right. Frankie says, give me the under here, Fernando. Under in the first 5 here. Guardians team total over for Justin. Want to say hello and welcome to Rick Obermeyer here today. He's got Jose Ramirez for a home run today. Tigers money line here for Thomas. Duda's getting ahead of me here, and I won't be coming back, Duda. Tell you to find your trend if you want to. But if you want to get them all out there, that's fine too. It's really for the chat's benefit. And here's Fernando with little Guardians first 5. Yeah, and interestingly, the Guardians, they start, they rarely, I guess they're kind of equivalent to their win-loss record for the season compared to their first 5. You're always going to have some ties in there, but their record in the first 5 isn't as good as their record in the regular season because of those ties. But all right, you guys are on it. I'm going to get on it. I'm going to take Thomas, the Detroit Tigers today to win. I've got the Tigers here. Yeah, I'm laying a little bit of a price. Guardians going with a bullpen game. Look, got the best bullpen around. There's no doubt about it, but going to be working them pretty thin there. I'll take the Tigers here at home as a favorite. Flaherty in a pretty good groove here right now. So, and Thomas, I'm going to help you. One thing I'm going to work on the All-Star break is I'm going to practice on how fast. Look, everyone's got the YouTube polls. They're doing them, right? I know we'd have to do it like 15, 20 times a night. And I'm worried about but if I've got a co-host, I may be able to get it done. Like I said, with Bo, with Ron. I believe we're going to get Ron on. We're going to have Rod Crawford. Ron Hahn, you're also, of course, welcome to be the other, one of the other co-hosts. They told me that Brandon may do it as well. So I think if I've got someone else, I might be able to use the YouTube polls to make it a lot easier on you. And then you'll just have to look at the poll and write it down. And maybe that, you're doing a great job. I just know I know I'm not stressing you out, but we get going fast and you're doing an incredible job, my friend. Oh, see, and he even said Detroit against, because he said he was concerned about his Guardians. And we're not real concerned we're concerned they're just not going to win the World Series, Thomas. They're going to be around. You know that. And Robert says, getaway day, he'll take the Tigers. All right, let's move on to Paul Skeen's day here. Everyone gets excited. And real interesting matchup with team Pittsburgh and the Brewers here with their new hurler, Aaron Savali, gives us an interesting matchup today. We know what we're getting with Skeens, man. There's just no let up in this guy, right? There's no rookie wall. He's just one of the best pitchers in the major leagues, that the Pirates are so smart that they didn't even start him in the major leagues at the start of the season because, we got to bring him along slow, whatever. That's a bad job. That's a bad job. It shows that if you're trying to manipulate things for, service time for a guy or something like that, that's just wrong too. Not only ethically, but also for your team. You're not doing yourself any favors. The time is now for winning. We know that, hey, building for the long term, and just, you know what? You got to do it. You got to have a little mix of both veterans and rookies. Paul Skeens got a 1.39 ERA in his last 5 starts, a couple of wins in there, no losses. Pirates have won 7 of his 10 starts, should have 15 starts by now. For the Brewers and Savali. He's been in so many teams. I got to do a double take. Savali gave up 4 runs on 5 hits in his first start with the Brewers. Of course, he had an ERA of 5 with Tampa Bay this season and was 2-6. But again, probably not getting the same type of run support down there, even though Tampa's okay here. But Brewers actually lost 4 of their last 6, but they still are a 667 team at home this season. They've gone over in 13 of their last 19 games. Your comments are welcome right now in today's game between the Pirates here and the Brewers. Take a look and see what you got. Here they come. And Juice just sounds like a big Skeens fan here. Says, I got to look at Skeens. You know what? You're going to have to pause me for 2 seconds because I got to get a closer look here at Skeens's, at Juice's. Oh, you know what, Juice? Look at Juice's. Oh, he's showing his grill. That's what I need. I need Juice's grill. Good looking out, Juice. I might appreciate you. All right. If you know what I mean, fam. Here we go, getting these together here with the plays with Frankie is on Pittsburgh money line here. And Duda, he gives us the prop. He says, well, this one's fine. I'm not going to look too much into that one, but I'm going to thank Duda, of course. Keep them rolling, Duda. If I could assign everybody, I'd give you all a job out there in Team Steam chat. Your job is to make the picks. All right. Justin says he's got Brewers over in this one. I could just stop right here, Justin. Justin and I are often on the same page. I do want to look at the market real quick, but this is where I was headed, so I'll just stop right here and look at it, make sure. And here's the thing, right? So Ramon, Team Steam, we're all about the Steam. Appreciate the comments too in there that maybe I was getting away from the Steam a little bit with having Bo around. And of course I want to, Bo's the star when he's here. He's our handicapper and I'm kind of, host and capper and all that. But maybe we're getting away from the Steam updates a little bit. And we'll try not to do that. We want to get you that information. If anything really, with our show, I want to give you great picks here and other information. But though that's real information, when those Steam moves come in, you guys, that's when the line is moving. And one of the reasons why I'm on at this key hour is to get you that late breaking. We want to stay ahead of these moves, and it's very important. All right, I'm on the over here with Justin. Duda says, give me Milwaukee on the run line. Justin says he's got the Brewers. Fernando's got his Brewers. Oops, are we getting duplicates here, or am I just having a little? Pittsburgh, here's the first 5 under from Thomas. Nicholas is here today. I never asked Nicholas about... And, I just think of the pitcher Nicholas, but I don't think Nicholas would name himself after the pitcher Nicholas. His name might be Nicholas. Or it might be Mick. And, and I'm working, Thomas. I'm going to accomplish a few things on the All Star break. I'm going to try to find a way. I've got another cam here I'm going to have, and I'm going to do something so we have a little fun with the money line dice on some rando games that we can't think of it. Got to have a little fun with Ramon. I'm all about the fun. Look at me. All right, I'm on the over there with Justin here. Blue Jays and Giants with Gaussman on the road here against Justin Hicks in this one. This one, another daytime start, 3:45 Eastern, 12:45 Pacific, with Gaussman coming in here, a ERA close to 7 in his last 5 starts. He's gone 1-4 in those last 5 starts. Toronto, though, 6-3 with Gaussman on the road. Toronto, just 9-16 in their last 25 games overall. For Hicks, hasn't been good here of late for him either. ERA close to 6 over his last 7 starts and an 0-4 record. The Giants are just 3-6 at home with Hicks. He's given up 11 runs in 6 innings in 4 starts, 4 appearances against Toronto, most of those in relief. The Giants have won 9 of their last 14 and gone over in 9 of their last 13 games. We'll get ready for you here with the picks with Blue Jays and Giants here. Gaussman, a 4.64 earned run average this season, and Hicks the 3.47 ERA. Man, these pitchers have gone over quite a bit. Hicks over 8 of his 11 starts, and Gaussman over in 13 of his 18 starts this season. All right, here we go with let's see here. Fernando is going to go with the Jays in the first 5 in this one. Gaussman 9-9 this season in his first 5s. Justin ain't shying away from everyone's favorite whipping boy, Gaussman, here with an over and his strikeout prop at plus 130. Justin so sharp on these props. Not just I can't keep track of them all. We upgrade, but just a sophistication in the play, quite frankly, taking that plus money and all that. Really admire what you give me in the chat, brother. All right, here's Thomas going with Blue Jays run line. And that's Fernando, right? So my brain was right there when I said Fernando, same thing. But Fernando and I, we are alike, I think, due to Blue Jays' first 5. And all right, I think that rolls there with the Blue Jays and the Giants. And I've got to make the call here as well. I've got another over, you guys. I'm over today here. And look, I'll grade this one at 8 under 20. DraftKings is 8 under 18. But there's no doubt, even though the widely reported steam did come in on the over in this game, we're seeing mostly 7.5s out there right now. I thought it would tick up. And like I said, I did see some 8 under 20s out there. So, Jermaine, that's a good question. Man, Jermaine, I have plenty of way. I don't know if you're saying just like they're away. Oh, you're saying getaway day records. Oh, wow. I will look into that one if I can, Jermaine. You're coming with the heat, man. I think you're a little more sophisticated than you let on here. All right. Give me the over in this one with Toronto and San Francisco. I've got another over here, gang. And I've got another 1 or 2 more. Maybe, I've been trying to stay above water here in some MLB plays. Maybe I was going to my unders a little too frequently. I know it's July, so we're getting some offense. Who was talking Dodger baseball? Philly baseball, I think, is what they were talking about here a few minutes ago with the knack. The knack here, 2.88 ERA in his 7 starts so far. He's looked really good, right? So every Dodger pitcher does. knack here. The Dodgers are just 2-5 with the knack on the mound. Dodgers 4-7 in their last 11. They are 27-19 on the road. My Padres can't track them down because they're so inconsistent. Dodgers here have gone over in 9 of their last 11 games. Nola been pretty sharp, 3.2 ERA in his last 3 starts, but the Phillies are 14-4 with Nola on the mound here, and they've gone under in 6 of his last 7 starts at home. Phillies, absolutely amazing, really at home this season, playing, I don't know, close to 80%, it feels like, in their home games right now. I think we see them here. I wouldn't say 72% at home right now for Philly on the season. So, they're definitely solid at home here, but got the Dodgers in this one. We saw, of course, yesterday, we talked about it here on the show. You guys had it. Team Steam yesterday, consensus play. And well, I know Bo. We got Bo finally on one. I'm not talking about all of us here. I was on the total over, but I think Bo would chuckle with me. Team Steam had the Phillies yesterday here, so good job, Team Steam, in that one. And who do you have today in this one? That was a consensus play. Oh, look. Wow. First thing I see, I don't know if you guys, use the little StreamYard program that I do, right? When I go over the comments, the last comment is right at the bottom, which is the first thing I see. And then I have to scroll up to, kind of highlight all yours. First thing I see, team number 1's consensus play from Thomas, Philadelphia. And that's because he's already read all your comments on the Phillies. And here they come with. And that'll also back it up. Favorites 10-5. When you consider that, right? So when I look at something like this is just how Ramon's mind thinks. And again, I'm kind of old school, right? So I'm like, okay, Duda gives me the stat 10-5 for the home favorites. Okay, I know that's 67%, right? That one's, even I can figure that out. So that's a $2 price, right? 67% minus 200. So you look at Philadelphia in the game. In the game, they're what? Minus $1.50 or so. So I think it is a valid statistic that it is. Oh, Nora, 10-5. It's easy to see, but say he was, we already saw ones like 10-7, and what if they were minus 165? You'd say, not interested in the stat as much. Not talking about Duda not doing it. I'm just saying this one's good. Here's Phillies under for Thomas. He was, even with him calling the under, we ended up with the Phillies. Here they come. Justin, Dodgers over in this game. Nate, he'll take Nola. Phillies money line here for Justin. We're smoking on those Phils today, says my brother Fernando. Duda likes the under, though, here in this one. Justin's prop is bombed with the bomb. Frankie on Philly. That was enough for Thomas. 4 Philly requests, 0 on the other. So what is Jermaine saying here? He may go under. It screamed over to him, Jermaine, let's see, he may go under. I screamed over, took the play under it. Oh, that was that yesterday? Thomas is going under here. Ramon's going over here. I said I've got more overs. All right. Mark says Phillies don't need this game today. Let me read this right. Phillies don't need this game today. They're already at the top. So maybe he's saying, at this price with the Dodgers in here, is Nola kind of, he could go out there in his sleep and roll out a 3.2 ERA, right? Even against a good lineup like the Dodgers. The steam came in on the under in this game, but I think I want to go over. Let me look at the market here real quick, see if anything's changed in the last hour before I came on the show here. But I'm rolling over here with the Dodgers and the Phillies in this one. So if that makes here, let's see, a couple more. Dodgers, first 5 are under. It ends up being Mark's play for the neck. He's got a first 5 record of 4-2-1. They're going to a third set at the All England Club with Paolini and Vekic. Wow. Paolini fights back for that second set. All right. Nate says, you know what? Dodgers got some, players not going to be in the lineup here today, and it's getaway day. He's not too interested, possibly here in taking him. Okay, I'll get it. Stop Geo here. We did just see Tyler Glass now hit the injured list. Not just affect today, of course, but I'm just saying. Okay, I've got the over here in this one. I sprayed it here at 9/25, but wouldn't surprise me if you get through your book and it's a 9.5 under 20. I've taken enough bad lines on the show already today. Let me leave this one up here so I don't have to change the graphic. I think there's plenty of 9/20s out there you can have here, but maybe it'll just be going up. All right. Was that okay? Just showed a woman in the stands. It had to be Paolini's mother. She's got a distinctive look, and that lady looked just like her. All right. I've never seen her mom, actually. All right. Next up, Cubs and Orioles here with Steele going up against Suarez. And Suarez, a favorite here in this one. Going up against the left-hander. We're into the night card here at 12:35 Eastern, 3:35 Pacific. Get your info ready here in this one with Cubs and O's today. Justin Steele continues to roll right now. The left-hander has a 2.06 ERA in his last 5 starts. Just one win to show for it, but no losses. Cubs are just 4-9 with Steele, have trouble supporting him. They've gone under in 4 of his last 6 starts. Cubs have gone under in 4 of their last 5, but they've won 5 of their last 6 games. Cubs having some, pretty decent pitching here of late for sure. Where's my Chicago crew here today? Suarez, last 2 starts, both winners for Suarez, giving up just a couple of runs in there, I think 3 maybe. 1.5 ERA in those 2 starts. Suarez has gone under in 9 of 11 starts, and they've won 7 of his 11 starts. Baltimore has won 8 of their last 13 games coming in to this. Let's get your plays here with the Cubs and O's. From Baltimore. Where's our Be More crew today? I see you here, gang. Here we go. Thomas will start it off with the money line on the O's. Juice says, well, he's not necessarily on the Cubs here, but he says Orioles. No bueno. Here's an under for Justin. And we could go a lot of directions with this one, but we'll just say Bacon's had a few unders here. And Cubs first 5 here for Duda. Steele's been, again, it's kind of the same thing, just not enough run support a lot of times. He's 3, 4, and 6 in the first 5. Robert goes over in the game. Frankie's on Baltimore. I want to say hello and welcome to Jeffrey Buffum here today. Hope that's right. Could be Buffoon, but no, I don't think it would be. I think it's Buffum. And Jeffrey says, Chicago Sky tonight. I've made my video, Jeffrey. I'm going to preview the game as well. He says 11 points might be just too many tonight against that Sky. All right, doesn't feel like a great game for you guys. I've got another over here, gang, I think, in this one. It feels like to me. I know the trends here are definitely going to point to the over. Orioles have had some offense here, feels like, of late, especially at home. So I'm going to peek with the over here. Steele, been looking good, but my play is on the over in this one with Steele and Suarez. Pardon me, gang. All right, I took a hit with this one yesterday. I took the Rays as a premium against the Yankees. Here's the Yankees favored today with Cortez on the mound against the Rays. Feels like maybe the Yankees are kind of shifting their attention to the Rays a little bit, starting to get on them here a little bit of late. For Cortez, 0-2 in his last 3 starts with a 3.64 ERA. The Yankees are just 2-6 with Cortez on the mound of late. The Yankees have gone 7-17 now in their last 24 games following the win yesterday here. Still 31-19 on the road this season. Yankees have done strong work. They've gone over in 16 of their last 22 games. For Baz here, his first start, he gave up 3 runs in 6 innings. That's called a quality start. Been around a little bit. Has 10 starts in his career with an ERA just over 4. The Rays lost that game over the weekend in his first start. Does have 2 career starts against the Yankees, 2.45 ERA without a decision. Yankees here, Rays have dropped 5 of their last 7. They've gone over in 8 of their last 12 games. You're welcome to offer us your pick. Yankees and Rays here. And let's start with, I don't know, just what I get going so far. I'm already, I did. You never read over and you did. Are we on the same? Here's Tampa on the, Thomas is on Tampa to start us off. Justin's going Rays team total over. He's got Yandy here for his prop of the game. This is the Justin McKelvey prop of the game. I mean, you got to have 1 prop per game. Okay, here's Yankees money line for Frankie. Nate's on Tampa. Maybe a lean to the over for Jermaine. Moscoso behind the plate leans over, says Duda. He'll take Tampa run line. Duda's hot on these. I found my new friend. All right. And Law Dog, hello, it's the Law. Take the Yankees here tonight, he says. And Jama's going to tail all of Justin's plays. And Fernando goes over here in this one. More over action maybe for the crew. I'm going under, though. Not to belittle my man Fernando. He might get it. But I'm going to take under. I know I just said I'm giving a bunch of overs. I just think these 2 pitchers, we have seen some unders from them. Certainly, as I mentioned, Cortez, pretty strong under of late. Hey, we've got some steam to report on. Appreciate, I don't know who made the comment, but thank you for any of the comments that you make below in the YouTube comments. And this one is coming in right now with the Rockies and the Reds, a game we already talked about. The total is rolling in here under. The steam's rolling in right now under, and the 8.5s are starting to appear. The 9s are disappearing. Colorado and Cincinnati today. In Cincinnati on getaway day in a day game. Look, it might be, you think of in Cincinnati here. It's funny, right? Because we always think, oh, Colorado, it's going to be a high scoring game. Well, maybe Cincinnati is the new Colorado. Maybe it's global warming. All right. I'm going to go under Yankees and Rays here. A's and Red Sox here with the Red Sox. Going to be a pretty big favorite here, obviously, in this one. But I don't know. You got Tanner Houck here going up against Medina in this one. For Houck, he's got a 6.3 ERA in his last 4 starts. Boston usually gives him plenty of runs, it seems like. Boston's gone 8-1 in his last 9 starts here. For the A's, and Medina's been pretty sharp here. He's got a win over the last 2 starts. Oakland, though, here just 2-5 in his last 7 starts. They've gone under in 5 of his last 7 starts. Oakland struggling on the road, no doubt. 3 wins, 17 losses, last 20 games. Red Sox, meanwhile, have won 7 of their last 9. They've gone over in 10 of their last 14 games. Let's hear your selection today with Oakland and the Red Sox. Feels like Sharps might be, kind of drifting over to the Athletics a little bit, maybe just because here. Let me take here of the price. So maybe that's one consideration. But let's see what your plays are here. I don't know what happened over there. Okay. Here come your plays on this one with A's and Red Sox. And we'll start it off with Thomas, of course. Love it that he says the team, says what he wants, and gets us started early every time to get me a great place marker. I always know where to go. Thomas with Boston money line here. Justin's prop of the game here with Devers over. Yankees first 5 here for Mark. That was on the last game. Sorry about that. I'm having fun here. And Duda giving us the dogs. So here's an interesting thing, right? So Duda, look, it looks nondescript. You look at this on the surface, and you're like, oh, road underdogs 6 and 7. That's not even a stat, right? No, that's wrong. That is a perfect stat, because here's the thing: if road underdogs are 6 and 7 in Beck game, now we don't have with Duda's statistic all the prices on it, but I'm not worried about that. I'm just noting that, hey, here the dog in this game with Oakland is what, plus $1.75, 80, even 85 or 90 at some spots. And if the underdogs are coming in 6 of 7, yeah, you can weigh in the fact that yes, there's going to be a much greater chance that the home team's going to win here. But to me, this says that maybe, just maybe, if you were just handicapping straight umpires, or kind of your stats are all shading the dog here, this kind of says A's, because maybe this guy's a little bit fairer to the road team, or I don't know, sometimes you want to make those games more interesting here. And Jermaine, you know what? And I've hesitated because I don't want to it's just too easy of a nickname. But if you're going to start saying it, I might start saying it too, because, it gives me an opportunity to sing again. So he says, Funky Cole Medina ready to get lit up. Give me Boston and the team total over in this one. I got to do better. Funky Cold Medina, I guess. Law Dog's got a prop, says go Houck over on the strikeouts. We knew what you meant with that, Funky Cold Medina. And Justin says, give me Red Sox team total over. Jermaine also thinks Houck can mow down here today despite those struggles of late. Frankie says, give me Boston over. Fernando going with a lean here to the over. Oakland over for Robert on that team total. I'm going to end up on the under in this game, I'm pretty sure, you guys. So I know, let's see, team total over on both of them here a little bit, but I'm going to be on the under in this game as my play here on the show. I will say this, sharps are on the under for sure here. They're the ones that are kind of keeping this total down. It feels like showing 10s all over the board pretty much here at this point. And we know that there have been some runs in this series. So I'm going to grab the under, though. Need 11 to beat me. All right. Next up. Oh, what is it? Oh. Okay, here we go. Next up, Marlins and Astros. Well, I was here. I'm on the Marlins yesterday, and they lost 10-1. That's all right. At least, you guys crushed it. I know Bo had it yesterday as well here on the show with that Astros run line. And Munoz for the Marlins here in this one, a 5.48 ERA here. And he's going up against the Astros new pitcher. We've seen Bloss here, Jake Bloss, so far. He had an appearance here already, a start last time. Boss. Didn't that guy make socks? Okay, here we go. I'm caught up now. But mostly with these two pitchers, I think you'll see lots of bullpen action from these two teams for sure. And this total now, I believe, might be sneaking up here, 8.5. No, DraftKings is at 9 under 20. So usually 8.5 over 29 under 20 right now is the current line in this one with the Marlins and the Astros. $2 favorite here today. For the Marlins, they've lost 8 of their last 11 ball games, and the Astros are just the other way right now. They've won 15 of their last 19 games. Both these teams trending over here of late. The Marlins have gone over in 6 of their last 9. The Astros have gone over in 8 of their last 12 ball games here coming in. And can the Astros keep it up and smash these guys again? Let's take a look. Let's see here. Duda starts us off. He's going to lay 2.5 runs today. Frankie will lay the run line. Justin says, give me the Astros. Team total over. And are we going to, Thomas Lewis typed in the words team steam. I have a feeling it's going to be a team. The next words are going to be consensus play Astros run line. It feels like here. I don't know if I'm ready to make that type of commitment myself. I want to probably go with the under here in this one. Yeah, a bullpen game here. I get it, but maybe I'm probably going to, feels like the Sharps kind of rolling with the under here. That's the way I was already leaning as well. So I'm on the under in this one with the Marlins and the Stros today. All right. Next up. Okay, I got to put, first of all, we got to put up the line. We know the line is 165 and 8.5. And of course, the Mariners are favored on the road here against the struggling Angels. But the real struggle is going to be how to say Kokonewitz. Kokonewitz. Say it with me, or say I'm wrong, or Kokonewitz. Kokonewitz. Gotta be Kokonewitz, you guys. I really, to be honest, haven't heard his name pronounced just yet for Jack Kokonewitz, but certainly a pretty good prospect here. The Angels already had him on their 40-man roster to let you know where they stand with this man, but it will be his major league debut, I believe, as soon as he makes his appearance here. Our buddy Davis Daniel has been sent back to Triple A here. So in this one, Kokonewitz, a 23-year-old third-round pick. Here he's kind of been coming up through. Let's see what some of his numbers are, if we can get them anyway. Okay, yeah, they added to the 40-man roster, so he didn't get Rule 5 here. And certainly number 7 to 10 pick here, it feels like within the, so pretty good prospect here right now in Kokonewitz. Could be Kokonewitz, probably Kokonewitz. All right. Anybody with a pronunciation guide, welcome to put it in the chat. But the Mariners here are going to be favored, of course, with Luis Castillo in this one. We'll get Castillo certainly a little bit. If anything, maybe it's time to kind of roll with Castillo a little bit here when everyone's kind of down on him here. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, $1.65 is still going to be a tough pill to swallow tonight. Castillo on the road. Look, he had a good start last time, but on the road, a 7 ERA in his last 4 road starts coming into this one. He is 4-1 in his career against the Angels. For the Angels, they've dropped 8 of their last 10 here. Feels like Kokonewitz to me would be someone who they would look to get, innings out of here, even though maybe people were saying on X a bullpen game, but I don't know. His strikeout rate, not terrific. All right, let's see what you got here in this one with Mariners and Angels. All right, here we go. With Law Dog's going to go with the under here in this one. Justin's got a J-Rod prop here as our prop of the game. Also, he likes the team total over here for the Mariners. Thomas likes the Mariners. First 5 on the run line. Castillo 7-11-1 in the first 5 this season. And Thomas tried to say it into his phone, and he came up with Kokomo. Angels under here for Frankie. Fernando's going to go over. And Duda's got a tough one here. He's got some tough ones here for me. I got to figure these out. Seattle 5-0 in their last 5 when playing. They dominated we dominated the Angels certainly, but Angels been getting the money at home, probably mostly a dog. It feels like Angels been going over at home of late. He says, "Thank you, Duda. Awesome." Those are a little tough sometimes, but we'll pop them up there if they're looking good, no doubt. Here's Seattle run line for Duda. And happy birthday to Thomas's mother. Thank you. That's great, Thomas. 7-11. We're open all day. We're open all day today. I've got the pick here in this one for me and the Mariners and the Angels. I'm going to go with the over here in this. Man, this is a record for me for overs today. It feels like, could I even get on the salami today? Did I just say that? Castillo 3.72 ERA. Thomas, what is your mom's name, Thomas? I'll say her. Well, I don't want to say, if you don't want to say it, I'll say her name. Happy birthday, and you can make her a little video of me saying happy birthday on YouTube. All right, give me the over in this one with the Mariners and the Angels, and it doesn't cost Thomas anything. But anybody else, you'll have to check me out on that app that I'm gonna. Okay. Oh, Thomas, I want. Okay. Well, Thomas, I want. Okay. Thank you, Thomas. I want to know, maybe the full story. One day we'll meet and talk all about Tom and your mom. Okay. And my mom, too. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. Now, next up with. All right. Last game up here, Braves and Diamondbacks with Max Fried going up against Brandon Pfaadt for the Diamondbacks, and the Braves are going to be a road favorite in this one, $1.35 or so when we put it in here. Man, I had the under yesterday. Boy. But hey, we did have the Diamondbacks here with my pick on the morning's team yesterday on the run line in this one. So let's see what we got here today. With Max Fried coming in with an ERA just over 3 in his last 4 starts. The Braves have won 6 of his last 8 starts. Braves have won 4 of their last 5 games. For Brandon Pfaadt, he's been okay here of late. An ERA just 3.25 here in his last 3 starts, an 0-1 record to show for it. Arizona has won his last 4 games here at home. He's also gone over in 5 of his last 7. Diamondbacks have won 7 of their last 11 games. They've gone over in 12 of their last 17. We can take your picks now here on the final game of our card between the Braves and the Diamondbacks. Fried comes in with a 3.18 ERA this season. And for Pfaadt, 4.19. And let's see what we got. And I want to say hello to a known conservationalist, Martin Dunn, in the chat here, concerned about our planet. And, not for me. Well, man, he spammed it. I was going to let him leave one in, but I'm going to have to ban him. Okay, there we go. All right. Duda here's got our I was going to go with it. One comment about saving the planet isn't terrible. I tell you what, that big bright orange star is going to have a lot more to do with our future hundreds of years down the line than the involvement of the creatures on the planet. They will adapt. They have for millions of years. All right. Justin here, Braves over In this one, Frankie's got Arizona on the money line. And Jermaine says, this looks over to me. Thomas says, this looks over to me. Looks like over City. I'll take the Braves. You guys take the over here. Look, I'm worried, Freed obviously could spin a gem at any moment, it feels like, or at least give you the makings of a strong appearance here. Fott can be okay. Fernando's got the Braves in this one. And looks like not much from the chat. Maybe ready to wrap up this show. And look, we're getting out of here at the time, my goal times at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. So we'll kind of wrap it up here. I'll take today the Braves on the road. What am I getting here in this one? What am I laying here again? $1.25 now. Looks like it's gone down 10 cents. So that's what I like to see. If I'm going to take a road favorite, I'll take the Barbs here. Sorry, Justin, had to say it. Duda here says, give me Atlanta on the money line and the over. Like how he did that. All right, that's up for Major League Baseball. Enjoy the card. We get some day cards. We got lots of good action all day here today. Let's get to my one game in the WNBA. Had someone asking about it. I'm no good at that. One thing I'm no good about is remembering 10 minutes ago who said, or an hour ago, who said something in the chat. So apologies when I just say someone in the chat said. I know who you are if I see your name. WNBA action today with the Sky and the Liberty. Previewed this one with Tony last night, but I'll talk about it again here right now with you, with the Sky getting big points on the road. Liberty, awesome team, no doubt. Maybe, if you consider the gap that the Aces have to make up to kind of close in, if they want to try to get anywhere close to the number one seed, you'd have to say the Liberty are the top team in the league, riding high right now in first place. And given the fact that LA's with Vegas's poor start, and the fact that, they do get a few slip-ups here and there, they can still make it up. We're only a little past halfway through the schedule, and they're about 4.5 games back, or 3.5 games back. I have the standings right here now in front of me. So Liberty's still pretty awesome. Sky, they are number 7 in the standings. You might have them, some people may be putting them up through there in the top 6. Remember, the Fever also are kind of creeping up, but now the Mercury, the fact they're over 500, there are 6 teams in the league over 500, 6 teams in the league under 500. So still with the Sky, you do have the most dynamic rebounding team in the league. Even if we make fun of them for missing their shots and getting offensive rebounds, doesn't matter as long as they put that ball in the basket. We've all sat there and missed it. So anyways, the Sky won and covered in their last game against the Atlanta Dream, 78-69 yesterday on Camp Day, with all those day games. Hope you guys enjoyed those. Sky have won and covered 3 of their last 4 games, including 2 of them on the road at Atlanta, at Seattle when they did that little double here. The Liberty won yesterday at Connecticut, 71-68 with their Camp Day game. I think they got the money. I think I had a premium winner yesterday in that one with the Liberty. I had 2 pushes in there. Hope my subscribers got the win in there on those. But actually, I ended up with a push with the Liberty. But I think a lot of people won. It went down to 2 or 2.5, and I was laying, I think, 3 or something to that effect. But we did have a premium pick winner with the Chicago Sky yesterday. Wasn't easy, but they definitely laid the points here. They definitely covered the points in their game at home. I think the key statistic for me that puts me on the Sky here is the fact that the Liberty probably could have just read this stat off and ended the segment. They are 1-9 as a double-digit favorite this season, 1-9 against the spread, laying double digits, and also a league-wide trend. The teams laying double digits in the WNBA. We've been talking about these backdoor covers in the W this season, and you definitely see that teams with leads. I don't know, NBA it happens too, but for whatever reason, there seems to be a little bit stiffer comebacks maybe in this league. Double-digit favorites this season in the WNBA are just 9-23 against the spread. So I'm going to go with the Sky here in this one. I think maybe people talk, look at the total here. You guys have a lot of comments on this one, it looks like. Maybe because of it being the only game here. But I do have a premium on the total, so maybe I won't get into it too much. But I'll say this about my premium. Maybe I feel contrarian. I don't know what you think about the total. That's up to you now. But I feel like I'm contrarian with the total. Let me look at the public percentages and maybe have some fun with you guys. Let's get the props here. Duda likes Angel Reese to get that over 12.5 rebounds. Now, they can't put it high enough at this point here. One thing about the Liberty, you got, Stewart obviously can mix it up in there with the two strong rebounders there, Reese, Cardoso, both rookies, and man, they just dominate the boards. Justin says, give me the over in this one. Duda says he leans towards the Sky. Hello to Tyrone Christopher. Hello to Carla Brown. I'm going to have the, it's going to be the Carla Brown CFL free pick coming up in just a moment. I think I got it. I think I got one. And Bob says, look, this spread's down. Ramon, you got to update it. Yeah, no doubt. 9.5 here right now everywhere. Thank you, Bob. See where I was last night? Typing these in after Tony's show. You look at my video, I think it's going to say maybe, I think at least 11 on the video, maybe 10.5. But, all right, here, let me see here. A few more comments from the crew. Yeah, Tim, thank you. Yep, we got it. Duda, thank you for all that. Jermaine, thank you for a great job here with me today. We'll do it again tomorrow, Thomas says. Come on down. And Chad says, now let me just clarify. Chad is saying the New York Liberty all day. He is not coming in here touting the touting the political prowess of the left here. He is going with the Liberty with the discount. All right. Here. Wow, look at this. Thomas says our Philly money line and Astros here are our only prop play, our only plays here, I think is what he's saying in this one. But I'm down for some Burger King. Burger King, not what it used to be, everybody, but once in a while, I guess it's got that fake flame broil taste. Chad's got the Liberty to rock the Sky here today, crushing them actually. Duda said he likes the CFL game here today with Toronto and Montreal. He says, he's got all favorites to cover this weekend. Okay. Of course, that would be Montreal's laying 7.5 in the game tonight. Yeah, Bob, that's kind of why we do that. Leave the old line up there a little bit. And I don't want to check it twice, and it does show you the move. So, all right, Tim, thank you for everything. All right, and so it was a Chad challenge. Don't forget, that's also key here. So he likes his Liberty here in this one. All right, and I think that's going to do it here for me on the morning steam. Unless you guys come up real quick with some other sports. I think we already said I'm going with the dog in that other tennis match. I did make one play in the golf tournament. Brandon Wu. I've got Brandon Wu at 55-1. I think he's lower than that right now here today. That action's kind of already underway. Scottish Open first round's actually almost over. So join me again tomorrow. More morning steam. I think it'll be just solo unless we can get round up one of you guys, come on and join me as a co-host tomorrow, or listen to me ramble again for 90 minutes or so. We'll be here a little longer tomorrow on Friday with our plays here. Happy birthday to Thomas Lewis's mother on July 11th, always. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. More mornings. Haven't done that in a while. More morning steam, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Don't forget, join Tony T and the drive-through crew today at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, with the Pick Dogs handicappers, with the drive-through. They'll get you out of there with the primetime games. There won't be many. You may get some props in there today. Tony will have them give probably some NFL futures. Who knows? So join me tomorrow here at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. More morning steam. Thank you, everybody. Shout out Thomas Lewis for everything. Tony.
Who can it be? Showing up with Tony T, yes, Ramon SEO. To the double TV funneling these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning steam is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game. It's sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated.